Good evening, I'm Pia Hontiveros. Welcome to the initial telecast of Solar Network News on Talk TV. And now, the solar headlines.
Malacanang confirms the Abu Sayyaf has the missing journalists in Sulu. Pag-asa monitors two new weather disturbances as Typhoon Buchoy heads out of the country. Saudi Arabia mourns as Crown Prince Nayef is laid to rest in the Holy Land of Mecca. American Webb Simpson wins his first major title at the 112th U.S. Open Golf Championship in California. And for our in-depth look, the controversial Freedom of Information Bill may see the light at the end of a long deliberation in Congress.
Several schools in Metro Manila suspended classes today due to the flooding caused by Typhoon Buchoy. Stephanie Ongkiko has this report.
Heavy rainfall and high tide in coastal areas and villages near Estero de Maypad River made roads impassable until 9 a.m. General Pascual Road and Dagat-Dagatan Avenue in Navotas were closed to traffic until the local government decided to open their water pumping system to fast-track the clearing of sewage systems in the area. Several vehicles and tricycle engines broke down due to high water level. In Quezon City, floodwaters submerged parts of barangays Rojas, Baysa, and Talayan. The overflowing of Talayan Creek in Quezon City also triggered flooding along Araneta Avenue, Maria Clara Street, Santo Domingo Street, and nearby roads. Continuous rains also forced the respective local government units of the flood-prone cities of Navotas, Malabon, Valenzuela, Caloocan, Manila, and Quezon City to suspend their classes. Meanwhile, water in Angka River rose to 18 meters because of the heavy downpour this morning. Fortunately, Doña Pepeng subdivision in Barangay Banaba, San Mateo, Rizal, which usually becomes inundated because of heavy rains, did not experience flooding. Solar News team was even able to go under the San Mateo Bridge to get a closer footage of the river's rise in water level. These children were even playing when our cameras caught them. Residents in Barangay Banaba are hoping they will be blessed with good weather throughout the day. Stephanie Ongkiko, Solar News.
As Typhoon Buchoy leaves the Philippine area of responsibility, another weather disturbance is being monitored by Pag-asa. Let's get the details from Mai Rodriguez. She's reporting from the Solar Weather Center. Mai?
Hi Pia, as Typhoon Buchoy heads out of the country tonight, we're closely watching this new tropical storm off the coast of China. It's not going to have a direct effect on the country, Pag-asa says. This will just briefly pass the edge of the Philippine area of responsibility. As you can see, it's a bit far from us, and actually it's Taiwan that will bear the brunt of this storm, but we have to still be on alert since this new storm may also enhance the southwest monsoon over parts of Luzon, like Typhoon Buchoy, which is heading towards Okinawa and is expected to land on Japan's main island tomorrow morning. Still a powerful typhoon though, packing winds of 160 kilometers per hour and gustiness of 195. Areas to be affected such as Osaka, Nagoya, and Tokyo are on high alert through Wednesday. Back here at home with Buchoy and the southwest monsoon, you'll still feel those gusty winds here in Luzon, and will continue to have rains in the metro tomorrow, becoming widespread over western sections. So flash floods and landslides could still be a problem in these areas, as you can see in these highlighted portions where the rain clouds are concentrated in Luzon. A mix of sun and clouds tomorrow with occasional showers in Tagaytay, Mindoro, and Legazpi City and the rest of the Bicol region. And heading now to the Central Islands, Western Visayas will see showers and thunderstorms with Cebu, Iloilo, and Tacloban having afternoon downpours. Now over to Mindanao, we're also monitoring a developing system to the east of the region. However, not likely to be a major disturbance, but we'll have to keep an eye on this system in the next few days. So Mindanao could rest easy for now with just occasional rains in Zamboanga, Cagayan de Oro, and Davao City, as well as the other provinces down south. And that's your weather. Always be informed and keep safe, everyone. Pia?
Thank you, Mai. Pag-asa is also monitoring the water levels of the country's dams. Patricia De Leon joins us live from Pag-asa. Patricia?
Pia, Pag-asa says there are no dams under critical condition since the projected amount of rainfall for the next 2 days may not be enough to fill or reach the spilling level of each dams. Earlier, La Mesa Dam's water level was already near its spilling level of 80.15 meters, but its water level now has decreased to 79.79 meters. Ipo Dam has already closed its gate this afternoon, and its water level has also decreased from 100.5 meters to 100.47 meters. Other dams remain stable as of the moment. Meanwhile, Typhoon Buchoy slightly weakened as it moves out of the Philippine area of responsibility. And another weather disturbance is expected to enter the country this week. Here we have weather forecaster Ricky Fabregas to give us an update on the weather. Sir, kailan po ba inaasahang pumasok tong si Tropical Storm Talim at ano po ba ang magiging epekto niya sa ating bansa?
Inaasahan ng bagyong si Talim na kung patuloy siya sa kanyang pagkilos ay papasok ng Philippine Area of Responsibility ng Miyerkules ng umaga. Sa kanyang pagpasok, inaasahan na pag-iibayuhin niya yung southwest monsoon na magbibigay ng mga pagulan dito sa kanlurang bahagi ng Luzon, tulad po ng lugar ng Ilocos, Abra, Zambales at Pampanga.
Sir, update po kay Typhoon Buchoy at ano po ba ang inaasahan nating panahon for tonight and for tomorrow?
Ang bagyong si Buchoy, kaninang ika-4 ng hapon ay namataan natin sa layong 700 kilometers north-northeast ng Basco, Batanes. Taglay po niya ang lakas na hanging 150 kilometers per hour malapit sa gitna at may pagbugso na umaabot sa 185 kilometers per hour. Ito po'y kumikilos ng pahilaga-hilagang silangan sa bilis na 30 kilometers per hour. Patuloy pa rin po tayong maapektuhan ng southwest monsoon ang lugar po ng Luzon, kaya po patuloy po magkakaroon ng mga pagulan dito po sa kanlurang bahagi ng northern at central Luzon, habang ang natitirang bahagi naman po ng bansa ay bahagya lamang hanggang sa maulap na may pulupulong mga pagulan at pagkulog at pagkidlat.
Sir, kailan po alis sa Philippine Area?
Nasaan po ang pag-alis nitong si Buchoy? Kung patuloy siya sa kanyang pagkilos ay mamaya pong gabi. Lalabas na po siya ng Philippine Area of Responsibility.
Thank you, sir. Pia, Pag-asa says they are still expecting 1 or 2 typhoons to enter the country this month. If this happens, the typhoons will be named Karina and Dindo. And that's the latest here in Pag-asa, Pia.
That was Patricia De Leon reporting live from the Pag-asa Weather Center in Quezon City. Early this morning, there were fears that the Marikina River would overflow due to strong rains. Anne Claire Nichols joins us live from Marikina. Anne Claire?
Pia, local government officials here in Marikina City remain on standby and are keeping a tight watch on the water level of the Marikina River, though its water level has already started to recede. Earlier today, the river's water level reached 14.5 meters, higher than the usual 12 meters due to heavy rainfall over the weekend. This gave local government officials enough reason to start preparing for possible rescue operations in case of a heavy downpour in the following weeks. Vice Mayor Jose Cadiz says Marikina City officials learned their lesson on emergency preparedness the hard way when Tropical Storm Ondoy hit the city in 2009. Marikina City was the worst hit by Ondoy, with 8 out of 16 barangays submerged in flood water. Marikina Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council Chief Rohel Santiago said this time officials would rather be over-prepared than be left helpless like what happened in 2009. As the country starts to experience heavy rains, the city keeps stock of available rescue equipment. These include rubber boats, rescue vans, generators for evacuation centers, and tents to be used as temporary shelter for evacuees. The city's local government has also determined frontline evacuation centers in the event that residents are forced to leave their homes, including mostly high schools located in different barangays and the Marikina Sports Complex. Right now, Pia, the water level of the Marikina River is at about 13.5 to 13.75 meters. While that's hardly the critical level of 16 to 17 meters, local government officials are not taking any chances with barangays facing the greatest danger of flooding. Pia?
Thank you, Anne-Claire Nichols reporting live from the Marikina River. Authorities recovered 2 more bodies from the vessel that capsized in El Nido, Palawan. Miguel Ortilla gives us an update on the search and rescue operations live from the NDRRMC headquarters in Quezon City. Miguel?
Pia, the death toll on MV Josil 2, the ship that sank in Palawan, has risen to 9 already. The Philippine Coast Guard's latest report is that 9 were killed, 56 were injured, and 1 is still said to be missing. The last 2 individuals recovered were found near the island also of El Nido yesterday. Commodore Alexander Lopez of Task Force Malampaya, who heads the search and the rescue, says the 2 individuals, 1 male, 65-year-old Jolito Buenafe, and 1 unidentified female around 15 to 25 years old, were already in advanced state of decomposition when they were found. The search will continue, but Commodore Lopez admits that now that 1 individual is still said to be missing, it would be hard for them because the body they are said to be looking for is only 8 months old. Commodore Lopez says the search will now be focused on coastal areas and shores and not on open sea, since they expect that by now the body should have been swept to shore already. As to the ongoing investigation on why MV Josil capsized, the Philippine Coast Guard has not informed if they will still bring the capsized vessel to shore. What's happening now, what they are doing is that they are taking as many underwater photos as they can to aid in their investigation. Pia, Commodore Lopez says most of the relatives of the victims that they've talked to are still very much devastated after the incident. Their only request now is for government officials to fast-track the identification process so that they can give a decent burial to their families. Commodore Lopez also says that now that the waves are more manageable, they are hopeful, the Navy and the Philippine Coast Guard, that they can still recover the last individual missing, the 8-month-old child. Pia?
That was Miguel Ortilla reporting live from Quezon City. Residents of Obando, Bulacan fear a possible rise in floodwaters as strong rains continue to pour in the area. George Cahilas filed this report.
The sun is shining in Obando, Bulacan, but residents were seen wading in knee-deep waters. Gilberto de Jesus, a resident of Barangay Katanghalan, says the waters were not mostly from the monsoon rains. Since Typhoon Pedring hit the area in September last year, the waters never subsided.
Barangay tubig na ngayon hindi na ngayon Katanghalan. Kasi gawa nga ng puro tubig kami.
What De Jesus and other residents fear is the possibility that waters will continue to rise with the southeast monsoon rains and the high tide in Manila Bay inundating low-lying areas such as Barangay Katanghalan.
Pag meron ng bagyo, medyo talagang tataas pa.
The residents have learned to adapt to the situation, but they remain hopeful the waters will soon go away.
Sa totoo lang, araw-araw kami nagbobota. Sa bari po namin, pagka wala akong bota, hindi kami Katanghalan. Kasi alis lahat ng bahay dito, may bota.
Pedicab driver Jess Digdigan admits he benefits from the floods. But he says the safety of his commuters, especially the children, deeply worries him.
Yung mga estudyante, apektado. Kami hindi. Dahil pabor din sa amin to, kumikita kami.
5 other barangays in Obando, Bulacan are still suffering from flood. The dike that bars the waters from Manila Bay had been destroyed by Pedring and is yet to be repaired. Obando residents are asking the national government to build a mega dike and a pumping station, and if possible, elevate the roads in their town. George Cahilas, Solar News.
Coming up, BIR Commissioner Kim Enares, a nominee for Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, joins us here in the studio live. This and more when Solar Network News returns.